Apple is expected to debut its iPhone 14 lineup at the company's annual September keynote event on Wednesday. I can't wait to see what the new iPhone 14 will be like. I'm sure it'll be just like the iPhone 13, but with a new number. The product event, which has been teased with a far-out tagline, will take place at Apple's Cupertino, California headquarters and will be live-streamed on Apple's website and social media channels. So if you want to watch a bunch of rich people talk about how great they are, tune in. This year's invitation featured a night sky with a constellation of stars forming the Apple logo, leading some to speculate there will be major camera upgrades on iPhones to allow for better nighttime or long-distance photography. I'm just hoping they don't put a camera in the new iPhone that can see through clothes. That would be a disaster for me. In other news, dozens of ancient artifacts investigators believe were looted have been seized from the New York Metropolitan Museum of Art, according to the Manhattan District Attorney's Office. I'm sure they were just taking them for a walk. The office seized 27 artifacts from the Met using 3 search warrants. They will be repatriated to their countries of origin, a spokesperson for District Attorney Alvin Bragg said. So if you're planning a trip to the Met, make sure to bring your own loot. The effort to return cultural artifacts to their home countries after being illegally sold to private collectors or museums has been ongoing. In August, New York officials returned 30 antiquities to Cambodia, including a 10th-century Khmer sculptural masterpiece. I wonder if they had to go through customs with that one? Did you hear? Miss England finalist has become the first ever beauty queen to compete without wearing any makeup in the pageant's nearly century-long history. I'm not sure if that's progress or if they're just running out of ideas. In May, Roth posted a selfie on Instagram from the bare-faced round of the competition, writing that she was embracing blemishes and imperfections. So, if you're ever feeling bad about yourself, just remember that there's always someone out there who's worse off than you, like Miss England. Also, almost 50 years after the last Apollo mission ventured to the lunar surface, NASA has established a program that promises to land humans on unexplored lunar regions and eventually the surface of Mars. I'm just glad we're not trying to land on Pluto anymore. That would be really embarrassing. It's no coincidence that the Artemis program is named for the twin sister of Apollo from Greek mythology. Artemis will pick up where the famed Apollo program left off in 1972 by sending crewed missions to the Moon, but in a new way. We're going to be using a lot of recycled materials from the Apollo program. So if you see an astronaut walking around in an old Apollo suit, don't be alarmed. In other news today, people on the front lines of Europe's gas crisis are scrambling to get solar panels for their homes and businesses as they confront a perfect storm that's sending energy prices to record levels. I mean, what's next? A global pandemic? For companies in the renewable energy industry, that has created a major rush in sales, and an additional strain on supply chains. I guess the saying is true. When one door closes, another one opens, or in this case, When one pipeline explodes, another one is born. Here's another news item. A Brazilian man reportedly survived 11 days in the Atlantic Ocean last month, taking refuge inside a freezer after his boat sank. I'm not sure if that's a story of survival or a story of poor planning. A fishing boat from Suriname stumbled upon Rodriguez on August 11. They captured the indelible moment of his rescue on video, with the fishermen hauling the exhausted survivor into their boat, where he immediately falls to the deck. I guess that's one way to get out of having to fish. In other news, Instagram was fined $400 million for failing to protect children's data. I knew something was up when my 6-year-old daughter started asking me for my password. The investigation, which started in 2020, focused on child users between the ages of 13 and 17 who were allowed to operate business accounts, which facilitated the publication of the user's phone number and/or email address. I'm not sure what's more shocking, that Instagram let children have business accounts, or that anyone would want to do business with them. A spokesperson said Instagram disagrees with how the fine was calculated and is carefully reviewing the decision. Yeah, I'm sure they're going to be very careful, with their review, of how to get out of paying the fine. And then this happened. McDonald's newest item for fall doesn't have pumpkin or maple flavors. Rather, it's a nostalgic treat from more than 3 decades ago. Beginning September 14th, the chain is bringing back the cheese Danish, a flaky pastry filled with sweet cream cheese and topped with a buttery streusel and light vanilla drizzle. I'm not sure what's more scary, that McDonald's is bringing back the cheese Danish or that I'm old enough to remember it. It's the latest example of a fast food giant tapping into nostalgia to excite customers. Pizza Hut recently turned back time, reintroducing its logo from the 1990s. I guess they're hoping we'll all be so distracted by the logo that we won't notice the pizza tastes like cardboard.